Get this figure and more at BigBadToyStore.com.
What's going on, gang? Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Mastermind Creations Reformatted R-25 Oberon. Now, this mold was also made into a not whirl, but what we have here is a not obsidian, specifically Beast Machines obsidian. And guys, I am telling you right now, this figure is gorgeous. It is absolutely beautiful and stunning in so many ways. The paint and the overall molding is fantastic. And the head sculpt is, oh boy, that head sculpt is something special. The overall feel of the figure is good, and every joint, every pose, everything on this figure feels sturdy, strong, and well thought out, and well engineered, and well assembled.
Oops.
Posability-wise, the figure can look down that much, and look up that much. Arms move forward and back on a swivel. There is, or a hinge I should say, swivel for in and out. Swivel at the upper arm. Well over 90-degree bend at the elbows. Swivel at the forearm. Swivel at the fists. David, though he doesn't have any real hands. More on that later. And I forgot, swivel at the head. Swivel at the hips, or torso. Legs move in and out on a hinge. Ratchets forward and back. Ratchets at the knees. Ratchets at the upper knees. And then a ball joint in the feet. All that posability means he can pull off some very, very interesting poses, but you do have to be a little bit careful, as because of the rotors, which are light, and the backpack, he is just a smidge top-heavy. But just pushing a few things around and moving the feet around a little bit, you can pull off some good poses. As always, I am terrible at posing figures, because I always end up having them fall on their face. Now, earlier when I said this figure was beautiful, I meant it. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking figure, but it is a very, very militaristic figure. There is a certain military beauty and military je ne sais quoi to this figure that is quite brilliant. Talking about the fists and the forearms, the fists themselves are these weird little pointy things that do slide out via that peg right there. They can then spin freely, and they can also open up into pointy, daggery, destruction beaks. I'm serious, it looks like a squid beak. I get that he's supposed to grasp things with this and with it, and yes, he can actually hold 3.5 millimeter pegs like, I don't know, Titan's Returns Windblade's sword. He can hold with no problem whatsoever. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. At the base of each one of these spikes is another pin that you can use to bend the points in like that. Oh, no. I did this earlier. It worked a lot better off camera. So you could bend it kind of like, you could bend it like this. It actually requires a significant amount of force on this figure, but you can do that. So he can punch and multi-stab something. In the comic that comes with the figure, Oberon is shown in this flight mode that is reminiscent of his original Beast Machines figure. Sort of. It just turned the legs and peg them in together with the backs of the legs and fold the feet up. But he also has another attack form of this. The new mode is done by simply folding his shin joints forward like this. And you're supposed to get this little, I guess, clamp mode. It looks a lot better in the comic that comes with the figure than it does on the actual figure. It's not bad, mind you. I just end up needing a very, very, very tall figure stand to get him into this mode. I don't particularly like this. I like his other kind of half helicopter mode, though. Oberon's transformation is actually pretty easy. To start off with, collapse the arms or forearms up into the shoulders and peg them into place. Take the head, turn it 180 degrees, and fold it up into the back of the canopy there. Come to the back of the figure and unpeg the pylons, I was going to call them, but no, they are the actual propellers like that. And then fold them straight up. Come to the backpack of the figure and fold the backpack up over the robot head and snap it into place. Then take the shoulders, turn them forward, and slide them straight back along the body of the vehicle mode. Fold that down, and they will peg into place Then we can reattach the things that have flopped off and then fold the propellers down and snap them into place. I'm not even kidding, this is an official mode. Though the directions are a little bit weird in that you saw that I attached the arms here up to the shoulders. Well, yeah, according to the directions, you do that and then just have the legs going down. But then they conspicuously, in the directions, have the arms deployed when, just a few steps before they have you fold the arms back up. No big deal. I kind of know what they're going for. This is a fan-freaking-tastic Gerwalk mode. I love this Gerwalk mode. It is so stupid. It is so wonderful. And it is so deadly. To finish up the transformation, the first thing we need to do is come to the back of the figure and flip out the undercarriage. Then come down to the legs, fold the feet up by the heels, turn the figures so that they are pointing, or I should say turn the legs so that the knees are pointing to the outside of the figures, and then the knees will slide down into the legs like that. Now that we have the undercarriage folded down, you can see them there, we're going to go ahead and take the legs and slide the shins up into the knees. Now, consequently, you can also, have it displayed in robot mode like this. I like the longer chickeny legs. One word of warning, there are these little blue buttons on the inside. If you're going to slide them in and out, you really should push on them and then slide the legs, though it looks like this one leg is a little bit loose. Now, we'll take the legs and we will turn them so that these guys are pointing forward. Combine them together and then turn them 180 degrees, fold the whole thing up and peg it right into the back of the fuselage on those pegs. One very important piece that I forgot to show you, the thigh armor. This piece right here needs to be folded towards the front of the vehicle mode before you move forward. Otherwise, you will not be able to fold the legs up and peg them into place. They will get in the way and leave you very, very confused. Last bit of the transformation is flip out the gun. The assault helicopter mode that we end up with is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, it takes up a lot of shelf space because of the giant rotors, but I am okay with that. It is an absolutely wonderful looking vehicle mode, and it really does feel like it could belong in a current Transformers lineup, maybe a Voyager class figure. The rotors spin, though they do kind of bonk around a little bit. Not that big a deal, but the overall detailing of the vehicle mode is really, really great. I love this figure. Before I ended the video review, I wanted to show you guys what the figure looked like with his legs folded down, or I should say retracted all the way. I actually like the figure the way he is packaged with the legs fully extended. I think that looks really awesome. But I will say that he looks more, composed with the legs shortened as is. Now, that's the reason I actually started the video review with the legs extended, is because that's the way I like to pose the figure. But yeah, it definitely looks more humanoid-esque here. To extend them, you do want to push in these little blue buttons and then pull down to extend the legs. Though you do have to kind of push the leg up, then push the button, and then extend the leg out. Just an FYI. And the same thing is when you want to push it in. Pull it down, push the button, and then push the leg back up. Overall, I think Oberon is a phenomenal figure that absolutely belongs in your collection, and you should definitely pick it up if you can. It is a little bit on the pricey side, not going to lie, but it's worth it. For a size comparison, here he is with the Not Rodimus from the same Reformatted line. Both figures are excellent. I like Oberon better simply because there's more detailing and more color and more finer details. Like, especially look up here at the chest and the head. It's just a little bit more detailed for my taste. Not saying that this guy's bad or anything. I just like Oberon better. So gang, I hope you have enjoyed this video review. As always, I am Baltmatrix, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time.